Hey guys, Vern's back with another Supercoach video. Look, sorry if I'm going to be a bit quiet today. I've actually been sick and off work. Um, as to why I'm doing this video in the middle of the day. I would normally do it on a Sunday night, but I was really not feeling it last night, and I knew I had today off because I'm just not doing well. Another reason I'm wearing the hat too, just my hair's a mess because, well, I've been in bed all day, so thought I should get up, get this video out, just so it's out there. So this week, how did we go? 23-86. Once again, we fielded 21 with Oliver and Parrish out. Kind of got a bit frustrated with Parrish and decided, stuff it, he's gone. So moved him on for Mills at the last second. Considered Mills or Steele. Steele outperformed this week, but I think Mills has a better run home, so that's fine. But yeah, 21, and we still put out, once again, another decent score. So, look, I think the team at the end of the day that we made, it's a good team. It's just, I just keep end up being one player down. Since the buys have ended, I've been 4 weeks out of, I think, 5 now or so. Maybe not quite that many, but I've been down a player. Parrish technically injured, missed a buy round. Okay, so maybe only 3 weeks out of the 4 I've been down a player, which has really sucked and really hurt the rankings. Only went down 73, so look, we had once again a good week considering we were down a player, and that's just what keeps happening. We keep having like not bad weeks for 21 players on field, but that's not quite what we want. We want much better weeks than this. As you guys can probably tell, I'm a bit demotivated for the end of the season. We've done all the trades, so we've done all the fun part of it, and the team is just missing players left, right, and center, and it's just being very frustrating. I'm kind of a bit more focused towards my leagues at the moment. I'm going to make, I think, finals for all of them but one, where just bit unlucky. But yeah, this had the team sizing up. Not a bad week from the defenders overall. I mean, it would have been nice if they upped it a bit. Dawson was a bit disappointing. In 2 ways. I was very happy to see Collingwood get up 8 weeks in a row. It looks amazing and feels good, honestly. But that unfortunately meant that Dawson's final quarter was god awful because he was 104 at 3/4 time. Finished off with a 92. I don't think he really touched the ball, and when he did, it went out, or it was just a clanger. So he was losing a lot of points at the end of that game, and yeah, went backwards 12 points in the final quarter, which is kind of crazy. But honestly, super awesome to see the Pies get up. Yeah, Dale and Sinclair, not bad overall between them two. You know what's actually really annoying me? We're gonna look at it right now. Not really annoying me. Like I'm so happy to see this, but like, oh god, I don't know how to spell. Brain turn on. It's not going to turn on. I'm not going to figure it out. Let's just, yeah, there we go. I'll just type in the full name. Look at this man. Look at that price. He would be the 3rd highest, but oh my goodness. The craziest thing here for Nick Dacos is that 5-round average. Even the 3-round average. My goodness. For most people, they got rid of him early on, but since then, look at these scores he's been pumping out. Like, I got rid of him after this on his bye week, which actually really hurt because I got rid of him for Tom Stewart, and then I got rid of Tom Stewart from Aaron Hall, and then we brought in Bailey Dale. Like, if I just decided to keep Dacos because he was kind of poggering, I don't think anyone in their right mind would have, but Jesus, this 5-round, this is premium scoring. This is more than premium. This is like, I mean, that's uber premium. That's definitely fucking premium. If not uber premium considering what the averages are at. So, like, that's mental that he's come out and put out these numbers. Like, absolutely insane. And as I said, just his price in general, like, he's actually going to be, he'd be my D3 right now if I kept him. Like, that's kind of annoying, but I'm sure a lot of people are wearing that day cost just went mental. I think the only negative for me is that the person I brought in for him, once again, it was Stewart and then Hall and then Dale. Like, all people that, the Stewart one was unfortunate. Hall one also just stupid, but I feel like I've been super punished, and so that's like super frustrating to see Dacos doing so well. But like at the same time, it's not because we bloody love Dacos. But yeah, would have loved to have. I mean, the Force Tides 2020. If you just like for some reason you just had this hunch that this man was gonna have a back end of the season that just absolutely shadowed his like front half of his season, then geez. That's nuts. Insane to see. Anyone that got into trouble where they actually used too many trades and they had forced into a position to keep one of their rookies, so they ran 21 premiums and 1 rookie, you'd assume Dacos would have been the 1 rookie they kept. And look at that. Like, if you kept him, Jesus, you've been so rewarded somehow. um, yeah, as you can see, we didn't have the playing players, unfortunately. Really hurt. We brought in Mills. We got the Laird VC. I think that was pretty obvious for a lot of people to put the VC on Laird. I kind of tossed up putting it on Bontempelli, which was kind of nuts. I really, I know it seems weird to do Bontempelli, but like I looked at the Dogs game at the end of the day. It was the only game before the Adelaide Collingwood one, so you had to make a decision before then. And I thought, look, Laird's guaranteed to get a good score. We're going to take his VC, basically, no matter what. This man's going 140 at minimum. And I was thinking, well, I could go risky and throw it on a Bulldogs player. Not risky, but just like put the VC on a Bulldogs player. And if one of them goes massive, then awesome. And I thought, out of any of them, I feel like Bont was the more likely to go massive, but also have that lower game where it's like, okay, you can just ignore it, put the C on Laird and just take it. But I decided to play safe and go for the Laird. And look, I'm not disappointed with that at all. It's just one of those things that sometimes you contemplate players, and then when they pop off, you just sit there being like, I wish I did. But at the same time, I think we probably made the smart decision keeping it on Laird. Because if Laird did flop, then, I mean, we would have looked at Miller after that, which wouldn't have been that good of a score, but still, pretty nuts overall. Pretty good scores for the most part up here. Cripps was also a bit disappointing because he was crushing, absolutely crushing. Like almost 40 points like the first quarter and then just fell off again. Hewitt was like literally 1 point in the first quarter and then came alive, which is kind of funny. Jelly is super frustrating. Once again, someone that's like, as we said, if we kept Cogs over Jelly, I think we made the correct decision, the calculated decision moving Cogs on. But Jelly has just been so underperforming. Like, oh god. I wish I could move Jelly on, but we got the one trade, which we've got to keep it for, I guess, finals now, moving forward, looking at leagues and stuff. So super frustrating to see Jelly put out these numbers, especially like before we brought him in. He was just like pumping out massive scores. What's his 5 round at now? 94, and I think we've had him for 5 rounds specifically. So his buy was here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've had him for 6. I guess a 111 there, which really wasn't bad. No, and look, the 115 and 121, 110, they're really not bad. 4 of those scores are actually really good, but then 260s, like what the fuck, Jelly? What are these? What are these, bro? You take these out of your scoring and you're actually like not bad at all. It's just frustrating to see the weeks before. Obviously, you go the 150, the 120, the 130, kind of bait everyone into thinking, man, Jelly's online. Even the 150 a few weeks before that. We know that you have a floor. We know that you have these down games, but I thought it was much closer to the 80 to 70 range, not these 65, 62s. Like, that's so frustrating to see. I don't know if he got injured or took some sort of niggle in that game. Like, that's the only excuse I can think as to why he had such a low game. Didn't see it, though. I'm pretty sure there was another game on at the time, and I was watching that instead. When was that game? I did get caught the Collingwood game. There we go. So I was obviously watching the Collingwood game. I actually did watch a fair few games this weekend. I actually watched the North game. I decided to watch the Freo and Sydney game over the... I originally watched the first quarter of Carlton Geelong, but I had a lot more Sydney players, and I had the Freo players where Carlton I really only Cripps and Hewitt. So I decided to watch the Freo Sydney game, which was a good game. Crazy to see Sydney gets up. Really puts Collingwood in good stints to like take a top 4. Now that we're tied up with Brisbane and Freo, which is nuts. And we still have like a decent run, so we can totally push top 4. That'd be awesome. I know it seems a bit weird considering we had close games with Adelaide and North, but that wasn't us like playing bad. That was them stepping up, and North showed it this week. They stepped up again and took down Richmond. Yeah, honestly. That's how I feel about those games. Darcy, dude, the guy had like 5 possessions and got 94 Supercoach. Like, he couldn't clunk a mark to save his life. The one mark he clunked, as the commentators say, he just like threw his hands in the air. Like, are you kidding me? Like, it hit him, like, it just somehow fell into his chest, but he could not take a mark. He was getting all these points off just smashing the hit out game. Like, he was killing the hit outs. Would have been nice if he could have clunked a few marks. He had a few good attempts inside 50 that would have definitely been goal conversions if he could have grabbed those. So unfortunately he didn't. Could have really pushed the score. But yeah, I didn't actually watch the Bonk game. Thursday night is kind of when I got sick, and I don't know, couldn't really be bothered. I couldn't even really be bothered with the Collingwood game if I had to be honest, but I decided about half time I'd start tuning in. I decided to put it on my phone, start paying attention. And then there being a really, really good game, and oh my goodness, bit of sweats there for a minute. And then I just got in the footy mood, so I watched as I said, North Richmond, Freo, Sydney. Didn't unfortunately watch any of the Sunday games. As I said, not really in it. But yeah, that's the team overall. Lipinski came back with an awesome game this week, which was awesome. He's had a few down games, and if he can hopefully get a bit closer to this mark for the last 5 games of the season, then like he could really be huge Uber pod. But yeah, I'd definitely trade Lipinski for fucking day costs. Like, man, if I knew this, hindsight, that I was going to be forced into a position where I had to keep Lipinski or Dacos, and this was their back end of the season, Lipinski would have gone to bloody Liberatore, who's had a nuts season as well since I've talked about it for weeks, wanting Liber, but just not being able to get him, and it's like, imagine if I'd done that. Imagine the moving, let's see, the round 13 bye, so that's when I moved Dacos to Stewart. Imagine keeping Dacos and moving Lipinski to Liberatore. Would have been nuts. But whatever, hindsight's 2020. This is the team we got with. I'm sure there's plenty of things people look at and wish they did. Parrish, as I said, I've had enough of him, so I moved him on for Mills, who I wanted originally in the first place, but I wanted Mills instead of Jelly. I did want Parrish, but Parrish is probably going to be on that never pick again list with, Houston. And, well, Cripps was on that list, and he got picked this season, and then ever since I've had Cripps, he's kind of done terrible. He got that 150 as the VC, and then it's just been really subpar. So probably Cripps, Parrish, Houston, all on that never pick again list. Very annoyed with all of them. Houston's for many seasons ago, as everyone I'm sure is aware. Everyone's felt very burnt with him. But yeah, that's the team, guys. Looking into the leagues, as I said, that's kind of what I'm going to focus on. I picked up, I think, 8 wins in my league. So as you can see, I'm sitting at 8th in a lot of these leagues. But I'm going to be looking at finals for all of them, except for this one, unfortunately. Which I'm not even like bad overall in this league. I'm like 5th overall. I just lost games, unfortunately. Also, shout out to my mate George that took me by 2 points this week. That was so rough. Hippos is the basketball team we play for. Yeah, that was unlucky. And yeah, my own buddy YouTube league, we're barely pushing to make finals for that. We need to get the win this week against 7th. Loser probably gets knocked out of finals. Against Thomas here. No, is Thomas the guy I just versed? No, I think it's against Thomas. Yeah, it's against Thomas. So hopefully we can get a win there, push for finals, go from there. Shorty Supercoach, we need to push for a win there. We're 8th there as well. Shorty Supercoach League is actually kind of nuts with the standings, just in the sense that it's like from 7th down to 12th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us drawing for a position there. So yeah, basically loser will get kicked out here, and even percentage-wise, you could be... I know it's total points that it's scored off. So I doubt I'm going to get caught because I'm 300 points ahead there. I just need to make sure I win. If I win, I should be able to hold this position. Maybe if I'm lucky, I can push up to 6th or something. Have a bit of an easier matchup. Maybe. I don't think any of them are actually easier matchups. It's being like crazy close. Like even bottom having 5 wins is nuts. Like yeah, this is being a crazy close league. It was very close for a long time, and I was actually sitting at the top of the table for a long time. C2 and 3, but that was with me winning this week. I was actually 1 and 4 before that. I really, really dropped off, unfortunately, in these last few weeks. But hopefully we can push it. I think the only thing shout out to everyone who joined my league. Appreciate all of that. Once again, like not too far apart. Oh my god, this actually got mentally close as well. Exact same thing. 7 people actually drawing for wow, for that 8th, 7th position. That's mental. That's actually mental. God, everyone playing. Everyone's really just strapping themselves in for the final week here. Even if you're Gus here, or Guz. Yeah, I'm just going to call him Gus because it's Angus. Like, that's still a scary position to be in. You flop this week with your percentage as bad as it is. 3 people win. You're straight out. Yeah, any of these 3 as well. Oh, man. Okay, maybe... Nah, because even if you lose and he wins, you'd assume percentage-wise maybe he'd catch it. So, you have to win this week. That's mental. Pretty close. I don't know. I always enjoy looking at leagues and statistics like that. I find them quite interesting. But, yeah, it's actually a really crazy last week for a few of my leagues here. Can I make the stretch? Can I make the run? The point that we're versing each other favors Gus, at least. Oh, man. Where's total points sitting at as well? Oh, man, we're even sitting in those positions for total points. Gosh, 10 points apart. This is going to be a close one. Oh, Gus, I mean, down in 12th overall for total points, but he's found himself into the 6th. Really wants to hold on to that. Mental. Nah, good fun. Well, look, I know I'm even rambling. I'm sorry. Just, I guess, things that I'm interested in right now, guys, because my total points overall sucks completely. So, but thanks for tuning in, everyone. I appreciate you all watching the video still. And we'll look forward to next season. I'll keep getting them out, and we'll see how we finish off. Hopefully we can win some of these leagues. So, yeah, once again, thanks for liking, subscribing, sticking around. And I'll catch you all next week. Peace later.